What's going on, beautiful people? We are here to talk about the top 20 baddies of 2025. Now, this particular list is about the ladies from Baddies Africa and Baddies USA. Oh, we haven't seen the full season. I understand that. But the year is over, so we're still going to talk about it. Here is my list of the top 20 baddies of 2025. Starting with number 20. We love her. Choco. Choco rounds out the list because she still left a great impression. She brought personality and authenticity in limited moments. She earned her place. She ranks last because other people made louder waves. It is what it is. We love you, Choco. 19 on my list is LCK. I know what? Some of y'all may be mad, some of y'all may understand, but let's get into it. LCK is at number 19 for her new uniqueness and actually her confidence. She added diversity to the cast dynamic. However, her screen presence remained minimal. Her ranking reflects visibility without dominance. And let's be clear, although she appeared on Baddies and she gave it up like she needed to in terms of personality and comebacks, she just can't fight. And it's like, girl, get some boxing lessons and you'll be good. Number 18, I have a duo, Persuasion and Breed. Now, they're number 18 because they were on Baddies USA and then they weren't on Baddies USA. But their splash was loud and you got wet because Breed and Persuasion stood on what they needed to stand on, and they made a good impression. Mariah Lynn is at number 17. Why? Oh, wait, what's going on? Mariah Lynn makes the list because of her crossover star power and her recognizable face. Her comebacks, her personality, and her confidence. But she's also at this number because she just simply can't fight, at least not this season. And one person you should not allow for you to get beat up by is Summer. But we love Mariah Lynn over here. She's dope, and she's pretty. Number 16, ahnamac. I mean, she made a brief little splash on Baddies Africa, but she ran away. I don't know why she ran away, but she did. And it just didn't make any sense. She didn't complete the season. And then she comes back on Baddies USA, doing an A-Town stop on Gretchen's back. But for whatever reason, she continues to jump. And everybody's applauding it. I don't know why. But yeah, Ahna is way down on this list because she's become a jumper hole, as Mona would say. And that's not a good look. Cut it out, Ahna. Hopefully the rest of the season in Baddies USA gets better. Number 15 is chrisean. She earns this spot because of her self-confidence and self-assurance. She stood 10 tones down with the pretty three, and everybody wanted her to come back on Baddies USA, but for whatever reason, they didn't make her a prime castmate. She comes back briefly to fight Nunu, and then I guess she's gone again, but yeah, I don't know. I liked her on Baddies Africa, and she made a splash. Number 14 is Summer. Now, I was going to put her lower, but I would be a hater if I did, because no matter what, Emmett Till, no matter what, the chaos with Tesehki and Chrisean, no matter what, destroying or being a part of the reason why the big three ended up disbanded, whatever may be the case, Summer is definitely a name that has become synonymous with baddies. It is what it is. You can either hate her or like her, but she's going to be in the top 20. Some of y'all may have had her in the top 10, but the ways that she came up in the ranks, for me, aren't commendable. And I probably will never get over the Emmett Till line. No shade. Number 13 in the top 20 baddies for 2025. Jayla the Mother. Now, some of y'all may be like, Wes, why is she on this list? She's on this list because she's casted in Baddies USA. She's on this list because even though she's casted in Baddies USA as the beauty, she's not fighting this season. She said she did check somebody, but checking somebody and fighting are two different things. She's on this list because she's a veteran in the game. She's on this list because y'all hate her. She's on this list because y'all hate her. She's on this list because y'all hate her. And let's be clear, a lot of the other baddies hate her as well. But Jayla deserves to be on the list. Even though she wasn't in Baddies Africa, she's making her presence slightly known in Baddies USA. She's a dope chick, whether y'all like it or not. Number 12, Pretty P. Now, some of y'all may have wanted her in the top 10, but her Baddies Africa presence wasn't necessarily there throughout the entire season. Somewhere along the middle and end, she became a background character, and then she had to leave because of family business. But let's be clear, Pretty P in the beginning dominated, and at the reunion dominated. Pretty P is very pretty. Pretty P is one of the realest women on Baddies because she didn't let Natalie Nunn control her and she stood up for herself. And I commend Pretty P for that. Pretty P is a part of the trio that I actually like the most: Diamond, Ivory, and Pretty P. I love the three together, and hopefully, the three come back together on Baddies USA Chapter 2. We love Pretty P over here. Now, you can't have a list without this woman, and we're going to name the 11th spot or give the 11th spot to Tommie. Now, some of y'all may want Tommie higher. That's on y'all. But Tommie is not like a main castmate until we get to Baddies USA. Tommie came on Baddies Africa for a brief little thing, helped out the children, got beat up by Roelly, and then she left. Then she comes on Baddies USA as a main character, plays around in Tavy's face, gets beat up, and I don't know what else happens because the season hasn't progressed. But let's be clear. Tommie is an entertainment powerhouse. Everyone gags for her. Everyone loves her, including myself. And her one-liners and her gifs and memes are all over the place. Her style, her grace, or the lack thereof, her beauty is all unmatched. We love Tommie over here. Tommie is doing big things. And she's just not in the top 10. Now, if she fought more and beat up broads more, then we'd be talking. But we love Tommie. Now we getting into the top 10, and y'all gonna be shocked how I got them ranked. And y'all think that I'm biased, but I actually got some ladies high on the list. But we gonna start number 10 off where I believe it's well-deserved. In the top 10 baddies list of 2025 regarding the cast of Baddies Africa and Baddies USA, top 10 goes to Dolly. Dolly is at 10 because her moments are memorable. Her style is all her own. Her beauty is unmatched as a chocolate sister. She has a standout personality and a presence that commands respect and attention. But a lot would say that her personality on Baddies Africa came from Summer, and now she's playing this whole switch-up game on Baddies USA, giving us the Baddies Caribbean Dolly. So I don't know. Listen, we've seen multiple sides of her, and honestly, I respect the Baddies USA side more. Throwing ish on people was not hot. Jumping in fights was not hot. But at the same time, I like Dolly because she is grown and she stands on her business regardless. And she's going to fight whoever. She's the first woman. No, not the first, because DTV was the first. But the first woman to fight any and everybody on Baddies, especially tesehki. Whether win, lose, or draw, I would put that title firmly above her head and say that I respect Dolly and what she's bringing to the forefront, Baddies USA. And I'm glad she cleaned up her shitty situation from Baddies Africa, or at least she's cleaning it up. We like Dolly over here. We like the one-liners. We love the personality. We love the sense of style. And she was gorgeous with the afro this past episode. So Dolly, you start us off in the top 10. Number 9 goes to Scotty with the baby. What? Yeah, number 9 goes to Scotty because she is just what I want all the baddies to be, no shade, in terms of like the maturity, the calm level, the sticking up for herself, even when she's not a fighter. Like, she is not like LCK. She is someone that knows that she cannot fight, but will stand up for herself. And that is so respected. She's beautiful. She carries herself like a baddie, not a ghetto baddie, but a pretty baddie. And I like that for her. And as every season progressed and we've gotten to get to know her more and more and more, I just give her tens, and you know, I respect her and the way she moves and the way she carries herself. And congratulations on the baby, congratulations on the love, and congrats for just standing 10 toes down with how you feel about it, regardless of what anybody has to say. I like Scotty's personality, and over the years we've gotten to know her better, and she is definitely a baddie. Number 8, y'all may be shocked, but hey, let's get it going. We're gonna talk about Roelly. Roly poly. I like Roelly. Roelly comes and goes and ebbs and flows. Like Baddies Africa, for me, Roelly did a huge turnaround and became the woman that I would hope that she would be. She was very mature on Baddies Africa. She was more like a I'm not gonna say a counselor, but she was aiding the girls along. She was giving the girls good advice, and she stood on her business with regards to Russian Cream and anybody that came up against her. Roelly, for me, fills the role of auntie, fills the role of godmother more than the role of a baddie per se. She's a baddie, but I just like to see her in the more mature side of things and not the sling and slim around all this because she's talking about her kids or whatever. And now she's online talking about people's kids. I don't know. It's the hypocrisy of it all for me. But at the same time, outside of the personal stuff, because we're just talking about baddies and what we see on our screens, Roelly, yeah, she's a baddie. She's in the top 10. Number 8. Number 7. Y'all may not like where I place these people, but hey, you can make your rankings down below. But number 7 is Fauna. Fauna is number 7 because on Baddies Africa, she let it be known what her name was, and she said that y'all need to respect her name. Fauna is number 7 because no matter what, she stood up 10 toes up against Lex. She stood 10 toes up against Tavy. She stood 10 toes up against anybody that needed that. And Fauna didn't walk away looking like gravel from fighting Lex. So let's be clear. And Fauna made Lex feel some sort of way doing a walk of shame down the streets of London because when they fought, Fauna got the one up on her. We never got the clear response or answer regarding the mace on the hands, but whatever. Fauna is pretty. Fauna doesn't let anybody talk to her any sort of way. And we like Fauna over here. I think Fauna is a dope chick. Her presence on Baddies USA is becoming more of a supporter role, and I'm not understanding that vibe because she was definitely a main character in Baddies Africa. But I need Fauna to really come through and be that lead that we were introduced to her as in Baddies Africa on Baddies USA. But we love Fauna over here, and that's her name, Fauna. Get it right. Shout out to you, Fauna. Number 6, y'all may be mad because the hate train is so big for her right now, but I like this chick. She a bad bitch. And regardless of what y'all say she may look like, she a bad bitch. And we're talking about Tavy. Tavy is number 6. Tavy baby is one of the realest women on Baddies in terms of the grimy, the grit. She gonna stand up for herself regardless, no matter who it is or what's going on. She is on the balance of, well, it's like a seesaw with her because she hits that baddie pool, then she hits the mature pool. When I say she hits that baddie pool, holding down Diamondthebody at the reunion is definitely giving baddie ratchet behavior. But standing up to her, for herself against Tommie and Baddies USA and letting it be known that you're not going to disrespect her gives that mature baddie angle as well. She's a mother. She don't play about her kids. And whether win, lose, or draw definitely lifts over her head because Tavy baby can fight, but Tavy baby has lost some fights as well. And that doesn't take her down. That doesn't bring her down a couple notches. Her energy, her personality, and her own sense of style puts her at number 6. She is a baddie, whether you like her or not. And honestly, I feel like she deserves to be on multiple seasons because of the way she carries herself and the way she inserts herself with her personality. So yeah, Tavy baby is dope. She's dope. And I hope that Baddies USA is a cleaner season for her and one where the fans can reconnect with her. But we love her over here. Tavy baby, you're a dope chick. Number 5 on my list is biglex. She sits at number 5 for her relatability and her confidence throughout both seasons. Nobody's going to play with Lex at all. She's going to play with you. She's going to play with your face. And she might play with your feelings. Lex and Baddies Africa came off to a lot of people as a follower because, and let's be clear, a follower of Summer, the antics, the craziness. She was there for it, but she wasn't putting her hands in no shit at all. She cried because of the wig. Let's be clear. We know that wigs are her thing, I guess, and she gets emotional. But no matter what, in every episode, you felt her presence. In every episode, you knew she was coming. In every episode, no one really wanted to fight her for real because she dominates on the fighting side of things. Let's be clear. Biglex is a dope chick, and I love the new Biglex that we have moving into Baddies USA because it's more calmer, more relatable, like I said earlier, more mature, and yeah, she's on that. I don't know how many fights she's going to have. We know she beats up Summer, and we know I think she fights Tavy too. But I don't really want Lex to fight. let's be clear. Baddies USA season, she's giving me poison, grace, and fashion, and I'm here for it. We know that Lex can fight. I don't need to see her fight anymore. Biglex is number 5, and I respect the girl. I think she's dope. Honorable mention in the number 5th slot. Just gonna put it there because I don't have her on this list. I'm just adding her now. She wasn't on this list. Tesehki, and I'm just putting her there, her name there because of who she is. I hope Baddies USA gets better, but Tesehki gets an honorable mention in the number 5 slot. I really didn't have her in my top 20 at all. No shade. But like I said, I hope Baddies USA gets better. Number 4th on my list, can y'all guess it? Can y'all guess it? Can y'all guess it? Is going to be Diamondthebody. Relatability, style, poison, grace, humor, comedy. She's ridiculous with the sneaking and the jumping, but for whatever reason, we seem to get over it. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why we get over it. She'll sneak you, she'll jump you, but right after that, she'll fight you. That has to be respected because she's going to give you your one-on-one fade no matter what. Diamondthebody is a girl that has fought everybody that has opposed her, including Tesehki. She was the first to fight Tesehki. She lost a tooth. Okay. This girl gets injured, gets hurt. She comes back looking prettier than ever. And listen, anybody that can go up against Natalie Nunn and not give a damn and actually follow through with the fight. Really. It's just, hey, it's an honorable thing in terms of the baddies landscape. Majority of the women like Diamondthebody, and you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Diamondthebody is a dope chick. She just is. Honorable mention in it though. I didn't have her in my top 20 because she really wasn't here in Baddies Africa, and she just came back in Baddies USA. But because her and Diamondthebody are kind of like synonymous, really. I'm gonna give it to Tinka. Tinka is hilarious. Tinka is downright funny, and she's everything that Diamond is in terms of like fighting and characteristics and personality. They were an amazing duo in Caribbean. She wasn't here in Baddies Africa. She just came back Baddies USA. Only thing she really did is fight Cold Killer. But Tinka, I'm glad that she's back. We need her back on the screens. Just like Tesehki, I just need to see what else they bring in the season of Baddies USA. But she would earn that spot next to Diamondthebody. Y'all have your own list. Y'all can put your own list down below. Number 3. We're in the top 3 women right now, okay? Now, I don't know if y'all going to understand my list or get my list or if y'all are calling it out as I call it out. But number 3, the top 3, who y'all think is the 3rd spot? Who y'all think is in the 3rd spot? Number 3 is Ivory, baby. Ivory. Ivory is number 3. I love Ivy. Ivy is one of my favorite baddies in terms of the baddies landscape and the baddies world. Why? Because even though she came from a pissy past and now that's TV, I feel like she's kind of like erased that with Zeus. I don't know what she's doing on Now That's TV now, but I like the Zeus Ivory. Her energy, her want to be in the group. Like, you know, when somebody is sitting there and going through the scenes and they want to be there, they want to be involved, they want to elevate, she brings that authentic energy right off the bat. She was down and dirty in Baddies Africa when she needed to be, although she was playing the referee card and didn't really want to fight, and then she left. We knew where Ivory stood on all fronts. She doesn't hide. She's a dominating force. She's a commanding force. And let's be clear, everybody wanted Ivory back on Baddies USA. Let's be clear, she called out Natalie Nunn. Not so many people will call out Natalie Nunn and, deal with the repercussions and face the backlash from it. But hopefully we get her in Baddies USA Chapter 2, because I feel like Baddies USA Chapter 1 was her time to take a break. Chapter 2, I hope she comes back, and I hope she comes back better. We love Ivory. We love the growth. We love the sense of style. Her body after the surgery fits her. She's not being too crazy with it. And she looks great. And she's a fighter, and we like that. And she has heart, and we like that. And she has emotion, and we like that. And she has her own personality. Ivory didn't come on giving nobody else but Ivory, and we like that about Ivory, and we respect Ivory over here. Ivory is a dope-ass chick, and she needs to be on everybody's season. Let's be clear. And y'all need to pay her worth. 150 plus is what Ivory deserves, in my opinion. Y'all may feel different, but she's top 3 for me. Number 2, y'all might be surprised and shocked, but number 2 is Natalie Nunn. Why? Because without Natalie Nunn, we would not have this to talk about it. We would not have the memes. We would not have the tours. We would not have the merch. We would not, these girls would not know what they know in life right now if it wasn't for Natalie Nunn. Let's be clear. Natalie Nunn is that all-time baddie, and it is what it is. If y'all mad about it, ain't nothing gonna change about it. Just get glad about it, because without Natalie Nunn, we would not have this form of entertainment. Now, whether y'all shit on it or whether y'all like it because it's entertaining or funny, either way, it would not be here if it wasn't for Natalie Nunn. So we got to give her her 10s. We got to give her her twos, because she's number 2 for me. She's number 2 because even though she's not like a part of the cast, she's in the opening credits and all that, and she walk away from sets and, you know, she doesn't really want to fight and all of that stuff, but her mouth is large. She's the boss. And without the boss, we would not have any of this at all. So shout out to Natalie Nunn over here. She's respected, and I appreciate her for doing this hard work as a woman in the entertainment industry. So shout out Natalie Nunn. In the number 1 spot, y'all may be mad, y'all may not like it, y'all may be upset. I don't give a damn. Write your top 20 down below in the comments, but the number 1 spot goes to the new queen in my mind, Miss Cold Killer. Usher on my mom's. Cold Killer came on Baddies Africa with 2 women that she did not know, chrisean and Fauna, and right away stood on business because she read the bus, not the room. She read the bus and she saw what Summer and Dolly was bringing the crew, and it was nothing but hateration. And she said, "Oh, I see what's going on. Y'all messing with her. Y'all talk about her name like that. I'm coming in with these 2 girls. We riding together. So whatever you got to say about her, you're saying it about me, and y'all not going to disrespect us like that because y'all the big 3. Oh yeah, we don't play them games over here. And it's okay because we're about to sun you." And, you know, Cold Killer was the lead pack on that because she said, you're going to respect her name and that's what's going to be. And she stood up for Fauna. Ever since then, it's been Cold Killer, Cold Killer, Cold Killer, Cold Killer, Cold Killer. Leading up to the reunion and now into Baddies USA, you can't watch a Baddies episode without Cold Killer. Cold Killer is being made a storyline now from women that have already done Baddies. Let's clock it. Let's be clear. Tinka made her a storyline coming on to the new season. Nunu made her a storyline coming on to the season, because before we had episode 6 or the episode that just passed, Cold Killer was already mentioned. Cold Killer was already thought of. Cold Killer was already a part of a storyline. Nunu was very silent and mute. And I don't even have Nunu in my top 20. Nunu was silent and mute, and she needed Cold Killer to come with a storyline. Let's be clear. We love Nunu over here. We love Nunu over here. But Ahna is not a part of that situation no more. Biggie is not a part of that situation no more. What are we going to get left with Nunu? Cold Killer. No shade. It is what it is. If I were to, let me round off Cold Killer first before I go backward. And so with that being said, Cold Killer is leading the charge at number 1 for me. She's working now with Natalie Nunn. She's going on tour now with Natalie Nunn. She's a part of the lineup. Not all the girls are a part of the lineup. Let's be clear. Her branding is perfection. Let's be clear, within the realms of Baddies. Her sense of style is clean. Her personality is, I ain't taking nothing from no one. She doesn't care who you are, who you're talking to, whatever the case may be. She's going to run at with you. Whether win, lose, or draw is a title that can definitely go over her head, because she will win a lot of her fights and she may lose a couple. And she's the type of baddie that will admit when she loses and doesn't care. She ride or dies for her family. She's loyal to her friends because she's fighting people, and chrisean is not even here. She is the type of person that is the type of girl that you will want in your corner. And she's hilarious. And she's brandable. And I hope that Baddies USA and whatever she got cooking really cements her as a dope chick. Now, I don't know how she is personally in life, but I hope she is just a down ass, like, loyal, cool chick in real life. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these women, you know, they have different personalities off camera than they do on camera. And I hope she's accepting of all cultures, accepting of all people, black, white, gay, straight, trans, all of the things, because a lot of these women have very specific viewpoints on people as a whole, but it seems like the general population, the GP, is really vibing with her and liking her and quoting her words and quoting her music. And she's a dope ass chick. And first and foremost, shout out to everybody in the top 20. Who am I to name the top 20? I'm just a consumer and a personality on YouTube. But hey, a lot of y'all listen to what I'm saying. And I just want to shout out all 20 women for putting themselves out there and entertaining us. But yeah, what do y'all think about my top 20? What do y'all think about the top 10? What do y'all think about the top 5? If I had to sideline or combine, if I had to combine someone else to put Nunu in the list of the top 20, she wasn't in Baddies Africa. And she's not really making a splash in Baddies USA. This is no shade. I would add her to number 15 with K-Rican. I would, even though that's where her beef is and her main storyline. And I think K-Rican is coming for her. Yeah, I would add her there. If Nunu spoke out more and, you know, was in the mix more, she would have definitely been higher because she's gorgeous. Her style, her sense of presence is there. But episode 6, and now we make Cold Killer a part of the. I don't know. It just don't make sense for me. Unless it's the editing. Because the editing has been ass both seasons. Well, all seasons, really. They need a new editing team. Anyways, I love y'all. Who are y'all top 20 in the Baddies world for 2025? Baddies Africa and Baddies USA. Let's be clear. Put your top 20 in the list below. Like this video. Smash that like button. Leave your comments. Hype this video up. And share this video. And I love when y'all make clips and put it up on social media. Do that too. Do that too. I love y'all. Deuces.